Smashbox Labs.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Today we have a couple things to talk about, but I want to open by saying I sound like a fucking DDR game. I only realized this a minute ago when a friend of ours was telling us about a girl he hooked up with.
Oh, did he say they hooked up? I just thought he went on a date with her.
I think it's
Is that implied?
Yeah.
Just I went on a Tinder date, so of course we fucked.
I mean, I think that's the standard implication.
Is that why everybody? Is that why you were on Tinder? That's not why I was on Tinder.
I mean, I put looking for love, but it was more like, I'm just kidding.
Looking to put it in wrong places.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I went on Tinder mostly because it was fun to sit there and take a shit while I flicked something around that wasn't my ding dong. God, that sounds... Okay, well, anyway, the reason I sound like a DDR game is our friend tells us about this hookup, and I go, nice, good job, great, perfect, combo, pretty much. It's just, I have to wonder if that carries over to when I work,
Right.
Like a student hands me a paper.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Just knowing that was you genuinely in a situation.
Yeah.
That's probably you also genuinely in work situation. I can only imagine, at least. I'm moving the microphone. There might be a little bit of noise there.
But, because, a lot of the students I get, they come up to me with all kinds of stuff. And some, it's one of those things where, I talk a big game, like I judge them constantly. Because, in a sense, I do. But
Right, because you break them irrecoverably if they mess up in front of you.
That's true. But I think that a lot of what I do, like my job, is encouraging them to take those risks and, be weird about it or take the risk of fucking up a comma or whatever. It's weird because...
See, you say that, and then I start to think that the guy who wrote the AIDS paper,
Or the
it's
ass
your
rash.
fault. Well, the ass rash, that guy just misunderstood
the prompt.
Yeah, what he was supposed to be writing. He completely misunderstood.
Yeah.
It said no personal, and he was just like, "This has got to be personal."
It's gotta be very,
Yeah,
very
it's gotta
direct.
be. Yeah, your job is a weird one. I know my dream job is to make movies.
Yeah.
And I think that that's obviously a perfect segue
into
our first talking point today. Did you have something in mind? You get to
Yeah.
make a movie, or are you just gonna pitch it at me and see what I say?
I was actually thinking about this because of we just picked
So
up.
I'm not catching you off guard by stealing the talking point in a segue
No.
and then shooting it back at you before
Not
you
at
can
all.
shoot it at me.
I was thinking, I want, for one thing, I'm a huge fan of comics, manga, anime,
Yeah.
all kinds of media. I want a fucking Red Hood movie.
Hmm.
Like, I saw a shitty trailer cut the other day that these folks did, and it was so awful. And I
Is this
sat
like
there.
a fan film or?
I mean, it's not even a real movie. They just make trailers for movies that never get released and movies they're never gonna release.
Right.
It's the stupidest fucking
I guess
niche.
what I was asking was
Would mine?
no. Was it cut from like video game footage, like Injustice 2
No.
Red Hood, or did like somebody just dressed up in the Red Hood?
They some of it was from movie footage, like
Okay.
the most recent Batfleck film,
Okay.
and then it was like little bits of audio because you see in Suicide Squad the whole dead Jason Todd suit.
Didn't watch the movie.
Oh, it's like
I knew it was going to be a bad movie, so I didn't.
Yeah, you see it in one of the shots, but
Okay.
I want like an actual action flick that
Okay.
not completely shit.
Right.
Because like okay, if you look at like a Jet Li movie, right? Those always have fucking super rad plots.
Most of the time, yeah.
Like, have you seen The One?
That's. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, tell me that shit isn't sick.
That's a really really cool movie. Like Cradle to the Grave is probably the only one that I would rank higher than The One. But The One's got that whole time travel-y kind of shit.
Yeah, like
and it's sort of, thinking back on it, it's probably like a really cheesy special effects wise movie.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good movie. I love
Yeah,
it.
like because you can look at the prompt, right, the scenario,
Right.
and you can say this is super dope.
Yeah.
It's like Highlander meets time travel meets dimensional travel
Well,
and space
yeah.
shit.
Highlander meets Highlander.
Yeah, it's
Highlander does involve a bit of time travel.
Yeah, it's Highlander meets Highlander and then grounded a bit because it's all like martial arts and shit.
Yeah.
And
It's very well choreographed. All the Jet Li movies are all
Yeah.
super well choreographed.
I was thinking about it. This is gonna be me saying a lot.
He makes DMX look good in a movie.
That is saying a lot.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking about it the other day, and don't judge me. You're gonna judge me. I think he's the second coming of Bruce Lee.
Jet Li?
Yeah.
I wouldn't judge you that much. I mean, they're a bit in the same vein. Both Lees.
Yeah. Different kind of Lees, but they're
different
both
kind of
Lees.
Lees, but they're both Lees.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I grew up watching Bruce Lee, Jet Li, stuff like that. Damn it, now I can't.
Enter the Dragon.
No. Danny. He was just in Rogue One.
I don't know.
Shit.
McBride?
No, fuck off.
Masterson?
No, he's a fucking kung fu guy. He's in.
Fuck.
He was I think he's a Craftsman. He's IP man.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his name though.
I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
I can see him in my head.
Yeah. But he was in the new Rogue One movie, and he beats people up with a stick. He beats stormtroopers up with a stick.
Yeah.
And people are like, "That's so stupid. Stormtrooper armor doesn't do shit." Apparently, I was like, "Yeah. When have you ever seen any of them survive a fucking blaster shot?"
Yeah. Besides that, like that's just not what it.
They can't hit anything. They get hit once, they're dead. They're worthless. They're the grunts. You know.
Yeah.
That's they
their
serve
shtick.
their role. Yeah. But I mean, I think getting back on topic, I think I agree with you. My ideal movie, if I could create a movie, I would also do a comic book movie. I would do a Miles Newell, Spider-Man.
You mean Miles Morales?
Miles Morales. I keep saying Newell. I don't know why. I say that every time. Miles Morales, but only because I want Donald Glover to play Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'd love that shit. You know,
Yeah, it'd be really good.
I'm a huge fan of. Okay, I won't lie.
D Gloves.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the original Miles Morales run, like the 2011 one, but only because of the fact that it came off the back of Ultimate, which was so crazy.
I have read none of the comics that came out past like 2008.
Okay, well, for those of you who don't know, the Ultimate run was fucking weird. It was written in part.
Is that the one where it's like people dying left and right, people
Yeah.
coming back from the dead
Left
just to
and
die
right.
again?
Like, at one point, and I'm going to spoil the shit out of this, none of you guys are Spider-Man comic readers, even though this was 10 years ago, basically. Because it started in 2000 and it ran until 2011. But,
Right.
So, Peter is dating Mary Jane. He's about 15.
It's a typical Spider-Man storyline.
Yeah. And then Gwen comes in. She's a bad girl. Like a rock and roll type girl from a different school who always wears no sleeve shirts, which I guess in the 2000s must have been like a stereotype.
It's very scandalous.
Yeah, very scandalous. And
I might see some side boob there.
the whole thing is really creepy because in at least once a volume, they like older men reference wanting to fuck Gwen, who's 15.
I think there was a panel that you sent me that was really fucking creepy, and I was like, I'm glad I stopped reading Spider-Man.
Was it like the thing about Eddie Brock wanting to like date rape Gwen?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, like he takes her to his fucking apartment or whatever, his dorm at the college that he goes to. And
And at the time this was statutory, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, he goes to grope on her, and she's like, I don't think that's a good idea. You're like 20. And he says, yeah, but you don't seem like you'd care about that. Age is just a number. I'm sorry, Eddie Brock. I see
she
why
just
you're
said no. I think that the reason why she's saying no is a little irrelevant there.
Yeah, it's not. And then fucking,
she said it's because he's 20, not to hurt his feelings. Really, it's because he's a fucking creep.
Yeah, but Eddie ends up becoming Venom, and then Gwen dies to Carnage, who in this is a clone of Peter made by the Lizard and this doctor whose name I don't remember. I don't think it was Miles Warren, but it might have been. He ends up getting made. It's a clone of Peter that looked exactly like his dad, and he thought it was his dad for about 40 issues.
Damn.
But it turns out it's him. And then she dies. She gets her whole essence sucked out, and then she becomes Carnage toward like issue 100 after being dead for about 40 issues.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's
sounds pretty convoluted.
Yeah, and then there are 4. They tried to redo the Clone Saga, which the Clone Saga is like the most famous Spider-Man saga, other than maybe like Brand New Day or One More Day, or etc. Those two. It follows Peter as he gets cloned by the Jackal, and he has to kind of put up with Ben Reilly, Kane, and etc. But this time, one of his clones is the Scorpion. Like they make a Peter clone and they attach a tail to it, and it's Scorpion.
That's good.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on?
Is this along the same line as the Ultimate?
Yeah, this is Ultimate.
Okay,
this is the
so
most recent Ultimate run.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the most recent. There's a Miles one that's really good.
Okay.
If you read it now, it's a Miles run, which is actually really good. It's really fun. The only thing I don't like about the current run for Spider-Man is that
it wasn't transitioning to movies.
I mean, yeah, you can't put it down on any kind of screen format. Don't get me wrong. Well, I like seeing comics for comics'
I was super hyped when we're gonna do Miles Morales on the the new Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not. Never mind. I was like, why come out and say something, and then be like, never mind.
And besides that, what? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a very controversial opinion. I'm not gonna lie about it. I think at this point, they shouldn't have fucking teased Donald Glover like that.
No, not at all.
Because they're putting him in a Miles Morales kind of side role. For one thing, I'm calling this now. This is before the movie comes out. He's not going to end up as Miles Morales. He's going to be a fucking no-name goon.
He's going to be the token black guy.
Yeah, he's going to be the Shocker's token black goon. Because he's Shocker's goon.
Okay.
That alone tells me he's not Miles.
Yeah. I didn't know that was gonna be. I didn't know that was announced already about his role. So that's a little upsetting. That's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
That's like that's finding out some. That's being a kid and finding out Santa isn't real levels of disappointment.
Well, no, it's finding out Santa's real, but he's just some dude in Hoboken.
I guess it's finding out Santa was real after all, and then he dies.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, you find out he's real and he's there, and you're like, oh, cool, let me go see Santa, and then your dad takes you to a grave.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Well, I think, to be fair, there was a St. Nicholas.
Yes, there was. But I think that at this point, they're just dick-teasing us. They want people to cash in on the Black Spider-Man hype.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess the more they hype it up, the more that people are going to go see the movie whenever they finally do Black Spider-Man.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I think I love Miles.
And I'm not talking about that shitty rap song.
Oh,
and I don't need to have heard the rap song and call it a shitty rap song.
I mean, it's not even a rap song at this point. It's just it's a pop culture mess. You guys should not go check it out.
I saw it on my YouTube sidebar and just sort of shook my head. A song called Black Spider-Man.
The point of it is good. I like the message.
Oh, is it? Have you listened to the song?
Oh, yeah, a couple times. I'm the type of person who, when I listen to rap music...
Is that one of those Lil Uzi Vert songs?
No, I don't think so. It's Logic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm one of those people where I listen to
that makes sense, then. That you've heard it, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of Logic. I do like Logic's music. Right. And this is one of the things Gaza and I disagree on musically.
I just... it just seems like he's the Taylor Swift of rap.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It's very pop, very safe, very generic, mass-produced sounding rap music.
Yeah,
and not in the can't really think of anybody right off the top of my head, but Lil Yachty's big, and it's mumble rap bullshit, and it's just like, okay, we can understand half of what he's saying, but this beat is bumping, dude. Yeah, get the fucking beat, dude. Yeah, fucking blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's really annoying.
I think the thing about Black Spider-Man is that, and the song obviously, I think is that it feels very mass produced, even though the message itself is genuine. The message comes across as I'm happy with who I am. I'm proud to be black. I'm proud to be this person that I am, and etc. And I think that I, being Logic, think that people as a whole should come to realize that there's nothing wrong with pride in oneself and one's culture and developing one's community.
Well, I mean, the only time that pride becomes a bad thing is whenever you're too proud.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't pride one of the 7 deadly sins?
Can't see it, but I'm giving them the finger guns.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
Can't remember all of them. I ain't been to Bible study in a long time. I ain't been to Bible study in a coon's age, I'll tell you.
Yeah, now
is that a racist term?
Is
coon's age? Is coon? Okay.
It's super racist. You don't. It's not like you have to edit it out racist.
No. It's just I don't know if that's because I said that
as soon as you said
the gears turned. I was like, coon's also a racial slur for black people. I don't really know what the context for what a coon's age is. I assume that was just raccoons live shorter lives than humans. So, the average raccoon lives 7 years. Maybe that means 7 years. I don't know. I was trying to figure that out in my head, and then I felt the need to ask, is that a racist thing? Because maybe you knew, because you've lived down here longer than I have.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a racist thing.
It sounds definitely like it could be.
There's a lot of stuff down here that confuses me. A lot of people don't seem to realize that when they're being racist. And don't get me wrong, it's one thing to ask a genuine question like you just did and be like, you know, is Coon's age racist?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've only heard it like on TV from stereotypical Southern characters, so that's why I figured maybe it is a is that bad to think that maybe it is racist because I've only heard it from like Southern sounding characters on TV.
No, it's. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit generalist, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you only ever hear racist people say black people suck, then it's probably a racist belief.
It's fair.
You know, like if you walk into a bar and you see 3 KKK Grand Wizards or whatever,
and they say black people are the devil. No, next time you hear somebody say black people are the devil, you're like, are you a Grand Wizard?
No, if they say I want a gin and tonic.
Okay, so it's something completely unrelated.
You know, only racists drink gin and tonic.
Right.
It's a standard.
Yeah, it's a standard racist drink.
Yeah, gin and tonic, supported by the KKK today.
Right.
But I think that if I had to make a movie, it'd definitely be a fucking comic book movie, just because there's so much cool shit to draw.
Without a doubt.
Like, don't get me wrong, you know, it's pretty fun to come up with like screenplay ideas and explore them and write them out a little bit and fuck around with that. But there's some about comic books, you know, that draws me in as a person.
I think they're a lot more appealing to me than manga because they're colored. One, there's color to them, and that's something that you really can't put enough value on. Like for me, it's a lot more of a visual experience than it is a reading experience, in my opinion at least. Just reading Blackest Night. Yeah. That the one that y'all wanted me to read because it's got the Lantern Corps. It's got the Black Lantern Corps specifically, the origin to them, and then also when the Indigo Lanterns show up, there's the the breakdown of here's what these guys are, where they came from, what they do now, and all that stuff, and like a breakdown of what their powers are. And Green Lantern was probably the DC character I knew the least about. Yeah. A while ago. Barring ones that I've never heard of, obviously. Yeah. I think that's easy to say. But the history of the Green Lanterns and stuff like that, like I've known generically Hal Jordan, John Stewart, and Rayner, whatever the hell his name is. Kyle Rayner, yeah.
Then you got Simon Baz and...
like I said, don't really know a whole lot of them. Yeah. I've read no comics until recently about the Green Lantern. I was big on Batman. Yeah. I tried Superman out, wasn't huge on him, so, sort of stayed away from Superman. My big one was Batman and The Flash. The Flash was always my number 2.
I'm with you there. I started reading The Flash's current run because what happened was I started reading Batman and Robin Eternal.
Okay, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Let me fucking tell you. I don't like it. It starts out really fucking good. It has Dick Grayson and...
okay, that was the big question on my mind was which Robin is it? Because
it's Damian, I think, at the time.
Oh. So, where does Dick come in?
Dick is Agent 37. He works for this organization called Spiral. Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of it. He works for this organization called Spiral. They're like a spy organization. They turned Dick.
Spiral.
They turned Dick Grayson into a James Bond figure.
So they're doing.
I hate it. I think it's the stupidest fucking thing.
That sounds so weird. That sounds so awkward to try and explain to people.
Yeah, I like Nightwing.
So, hey, it's Dick Grayson, but he ain't.
Yeah, it's it's Dick Grayson as Agent 37. And don't get me wrong, I think it introduces a lot of stuff. Like it introduces what was it, Bluebird? She's like a kind of female Nightwing figure.
I recall the name. I don't remember why I know the name. It's probably a while back I looked up Teen Titans, who's all been in the Teen Titans, because I was thinking the show when we were kids, such a cool fucking show. The not the one now, Teen Titans Go. That's an awful abomination in comparison. I'm sure if that was my only Teen Titans show,
you'd think it's fun.
I was like, that's probably a good show. I was like, that's a good show. But having the other Teen Titans show that's sort of surreal, and you have these very real problems coming up, and the storylines are just pretty fucking deep. Considering the whole Terra and then the Terra betrayal, and then still sort of accepting her back in because Beast Boy's in love with her.
Yeah.
That I would have loved to see that. My idea was, what if that had continued? Who were some of the people we would have seen? And it's like, well, they've got Robin becoming Nightwing, then they got Blue Beetle. I'm like, oh, who the fuck's Blue Beetle? I got to find out about Blue Beetle. And I was like, there's more than one Robin? I was like, I didn't even know that at the time. And so you sort of like go down a rabbit hole like that, and then you just find out about 30 new fucking DC characters I never knew about. Mm-hmm. Like Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
Composite Superman. You know about Composite Superman?
No.
That's a weird story.
Yeah.
He worked in a museum.
Was it a Superman museum?
A super museum, if you
Okay.
will. He fell into something. I guess Superman saved him.
Hang on, wait. Did he get bitten by a radioactive Superman?
I don't think so. I think that he fell into some like radioactive shit. Superman saved him, and he like idolized Superman, so he wanted to become Superman, and he started developing powers, but he got crazy. Then he was rejected by Superman, so then he became a villain, shit like that. I think it ended up being Batman to take him down. If I don't remember.
Yeah.
I read about him like so many years ago.
Yeah. But the problem I have with Batman Robin Eternal is that it's all fucking over the place.
Is it?
It completely defies Batman's character.
How so?
He goes, and I couldn't finish it, so maybe it's the long con.
Maybe it's got the long con.
Yeah, but Batman is tasked with taking down Scarecrow, and it's the first international case for him and Dick Grayson as a kid.
Okay.
And so the storyline follows that case as it progresses, and Dick Grayson as an adult with Red Hood, Red Robin, and Bluebird and Batgirl.
Red Robin? Is that what?
That's Tim Drake.
Okay. So there are 3 Robins / ex-Robins involved.
Yeah. 3
So
extra.
Damian Wayne, Tim Drake, and Dick Grayson.
I want to say Damian Wayne is involved, yeah.
So
I could be misremembering. I want to say he's in there though, because it's about like the son of Batman.
I was supposed to tell you something, and now I don't remember what it was. But Matt is poking his head out of the door, and he's
Is
asking
it the
me.
toilet paper? Because it's right here.
No, he told me. Oh, he didn't check your pockets whenever you put your stuff in the laundry.
Oh, that's fine.
I got you, Matt.
Okay, but the whole thing is like
Was there anything in your pockets that you need to?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not.
Well, obviously we're not going to start the laundry when we're recording a podcast right now.
Yeah, but the whole plot line is basically that he wants to create a new son because his actual Dick is a shitter. Yeah, that.
Wait, Dick Grayson?
Yeah, after Dick.
Who wants a new son?
Batman.
Dick Grayson's Batman's son in this one?
No, he's his adopted son.
Okay.
Like he adopts Dick, and
so
then,
Damian. I thought you said Damian Wayne was involved.
Yeah.
But you said he might be involved.
You gotta give me some time to explain this.
Okay.
So there are 2 different concurrent storylines.
So Tim Drake, Damian Wayne,
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson,
and Jason Todd.
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Jason Todd's Red Hood.
Yeah. Tim Drake is Red Robin.
Tim Drake is Red Robin.
Dick Grayson's Agent 37.
Okay. And Damian Wayne is maybe Robin?
Yeah.
Maybe. He's maybe Robin. Not Robin, maybe Robin.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't finish it.
He comes, I want to say, toward the end. I think it's
Matt just shook his head and closed his door back up.
So then you got Cassandra Cain.
Okay. I feel like we're getting too deep into this.
I just want to explain the whole why it defies his
right,
character.
you can summarize it, 20 words or less.
Yeah,
Why does it
Batman creates a genetic abomination that is his new son.
Batman creates a
genetic
abomination that is his new son? It's only 10 words, dude. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
You only used half.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a good one. Okay, so
It's just too convoluted.
that's weird.
There's psychics
That's super
involved.
weird.
Bane is a televangelist at one point, basically.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Batman anymore.
It sounds fucking ridiculous. That's what it is.
I grew up reading like the old fucking Batman shit,
Yeah.
and I started rereading old Batman. Like I illegally came upon scans of the old Batman comics, so I started reading from the very first Detective Comics, whatever the hell issue it was that he appeared in, and then Batman #1, and you get the origin story of the Joker. Really, 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 really love the Batman comics that I've read. I haven't read a Batman comic where like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
Oh, dude, you need
But
to...
I feel like if I read, what you said, Batman and Robin Eternal?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, close it, calmly slid it away from me and said, this is fucking stupid.
I hated it. What happened was I went on a binge, and I read Injustice.
Right.
Years 1 through 5. And then I read some of the Flash's new stuff. I read almost all of Ultimate Spider-Man. I couldn't find like the first 3 issues for some reason. I had to start on issue 3, and I had to look up what happened in the first 2. And then I also read some other shit. But yeah, point is, I went through a whole bunch. I read Ultimate X-Men from that era.
X-Men was one of my big ones. One of the only ones in Marvel that I cared about because I watched the X-Men cartoon as a kid. I had the X-Men game on Genesis. I think it was actually X-Men 2, technically. Yeah. It's like Armageddon or something like that. Super fun game. But that was the only Marvel property I cared about other than Daredevil. Because it was like, hey, there's Sam Fisher. I think I've brought him up before. He was my comic book hookup. Yeah. He was like, hey, there's this blind dude. And he goes out and beats people up. I'm like, he's blind. How does he fight people? That's stupid. He's like, echolocation. Like, all right, Sam. What do you got? He's like, here's the first 3 issues. I'm like, sick. And I don't know what run of Daredevil it is I started reading, but it was fucking awesome.
One thing that I do miss about like comics is that
before Ben Affleck started ruining my favorite heroes.
Before like in the 2000s and before, you had a continuous run, right? Yeah. And yeah, you'd have different like runners, but it was always the same continuous story unless it got rebooted in universe. Right. But
which
now,
actually, I don't think really started happening until Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah. But now what happens is, let's say...
It was almost assumed it was in the same timeline.
Yeah, but let's say like you look at Marvel, right? Which isn't DC, obviously, but you look at Marvel and you look at the current Amazing Spider-Man run, which is about 20-something issues in. Yeah. You can't read it. You know why? Why? Because if you want to read Amazing Spider-Man, you have to read Amazing X-Men, Amazing Fantastic Four, Amazing this, Amazing that, Amazing Friends.
I mean, that's pretty much standard. I know the Justice League comics way back in the day. You sort of felt like you were missing stuff if you weren't reading all the other individual comics. Like I never read anything but any of the Superman stuff that I was like so far past not giving a fuck about Superman. Mm-hmm. I was like that. Even as a kid, I was like, that seems really lazy. He's and then to hear the Superman creators be like, he's just as strong as he needs to be at the time. Yeah. I'm like, really? That's how his power works, huh? Like that's really dumb. That's really poor storytelling.
Yeah, but the problem is that like
he's not getting stronger. He's just strong. He's as strong as he needs. That's lazy. That's shitty, stupid.
Yeah. But if you look at like a modern DC run, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are exceptions to prove this, but
well, I mean, in Justice 2, it doesn't make sense that he loses because he's as strong as he needs to be at the time.
But he loses.
But he lost. Maybe so he needed to be stronger.
Maybe he needs to be weak, or else everyone would lose.
I guess I don't know.
Maybe it's not as strong as Superman needs to be, but
maybe
the writers.
Maybe if you choose Superman's side, he does.
I mean, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, because I don't think any of us have did that run.
Yeah, but my point
Superman's not a fun character to play in the game.
He's not, goddamn, but
or a fun character in general.
If you look at his shit though, or not his shit, but any comic now, it's like there's so much prerequisite reading you have to do between random issues.
Yeah, I did start reading the Justice League. And it starts off with the Shazam backstory. I'm like, okay, I haven't read Shazam. I've liked Shazam in the Justice League movies.
Captain Marvel. I'm sorry, I'm a huge Billy Batson fan. I love it.
Okay.
Go on. I wasn't correcting you. I was just like, elaborate.
No, I'm confused. Why'd you say Captain Marvel?
That's his name.
Shazam.
Captain Marvel. Shazam is the wizard.
Shazam
is the wizard.
Is the word he uses to summon the power.
Yeah, because that's the wizard's name.
Is he seriously called Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Have I missed that?
I mean, they did it to Shaft Marvel a long time ago.
Yeah, but...
I mean, they still have a Captain Marvel now.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to say there's a Miss Marvel, too, that's Dark Horse, that's not even involved in
No,
either
it's Marvel. She's like...
she was another company, and then Marvel bought that company because they were going under. So now they technically own Miss Marvel.
And she's adorable.
Is she?
She's one of Miles.
She looks like Captain Marvel.
Miles Morales' current love interests are Gwen Stacy and Miss Marvel.
That's okay. Anyway, I don't even remember what it said. Oh, the new Justice League.
Yeah.
One of the... Well, I guess I should say newer, because I don't know what's the newest one, but I started reading a new run of the Justice League, and I was sort of like, okay, why am I getting the origin story for Captain Marvel? Not Shazam, because it was a little weird. And then after the origin story, just more stuff about him. Mm-hmm. And then some Justice League history stuff. I was like, hey, I've read old Justice League stuff. I don't need all this. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's sort of like an entry-level thing, but it was a deterrent for me. I didn't feel like I wanted to read anymore.
I think the thing about it is that, like, they make it so that you... What they're doing is that you have to read their other comics.
Yeah.
Which, you know, comic books are kind of dying as an industry in part. But
yeah, I mean, you can get 3 in Walmart for $5. We looked at those earlier.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you want to buy, like, a new issue of, like, Spider-Man or Deadpool or whatever, you got to pay fucking $5 or $6 at Books A Million.
Because there's not one near here.
Yeah, like 40 minutes away is our closest.
It's probably in Beeham.
No, it's Fultondale, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's still too fucking far. And the real problem is that comic books as a medium are becoming less and less popular. But they're stepping up like efforts to stream, so it's like they want to encourage you subtly to buy their service.
Right.
Like Marvel Now or whatever.
I've never heard of an online streaming service for comics though.
It's not like a streaming service. It's like Marvel Now.
Well, right, but it's like you get on the website, you can read the comics.
Yeah, you can.
That's what I would consider comic streaming.
Yeah,
because you're just loading the page. It's
you
know, it's not a video thing, so you don't need to stream. It's not an audio thing, so you don't need to stream. But it's you're pulling up the issues that you want to read.
Yeah, and it's
on demand. That'd be better.
Yeah, Marvel
comic on demand service.
They've got every Marvel run on there.
I would find that hard to believe because there are some super rare comics.
Yeah.
That were probably before shit was being digitalized. Well, obviously before shit was being digitalized, computers weren't a thing. So I'm sure that they probably didn't want to pay that hefty fee that, you know, the 6 guys that own this one issue wanted them to pay.
Well, no, they have, like, reprints and stuff of a lot of older shit. Like, how many versions of Spider-Man 1 are there? Like, obviously there's the original edition, but you've also got, like, the 1990 reprint, the 2000 reprint,
right?
The anniversary reprint.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't take that specific, like, edition with that cover. They just take, like, the contents from an edition.
Right.
Like,
I guess my point was, like, there are super duper duper rare comics, especially, like, in good condition, like, in a readable condition. No pages missing, nothing's been scribbled on. That are harder to find the older they get.
Yeah.
Like the older the comic is, the less likely that they haven't been damaged or altered at any point.
Like, I know you had some rare comics once upon a time. Or once upon a time. I
didn't have any comics. I borrowed them from my dad's friend Sam.
Yeah.
I collected Game Informer magazines. That was my collection. That is now 3 strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all in a box in our basement, and you know, I was told they were put off of the floor because the basement got wet, but they were not off of the floor. I found them like 6 or 7 months after we moved into the newer house that we were living in. It was just a box of mush. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. I was like, all of 7 years worth of Game Informers, because we hadn't been, I've been too old for Christmas gifts for a while.
Yeah, so it's got you the subscription, right?
No. The subscription was part of the Christmas gift. We would get games, and when we got games, hey, it's like $12 for 12 issues of Game Informer. Like, yeah, tack it on there. Might as well.
Yeah. See, I think that I can't remember having collected anything in my life, but I know my uncle Ronnie, he did. He collected comic books, and something that really pissed me off when I got older, not when I was younger. At the time, I didn't fucking care. But we had I think it was like it wasn't something super rare, but it was like Punisher #3 or something. And we had like a whole bunch of Clone Saga Spider-Man rares and some other shit in decent condition. They could have sold for a couple $100. Well, in total, cumulatively a couple $100. And my parents sold the entire crate.
Part for like $10.
Like 50. The whole crate for $50. The contents of it could have gone for like a couple hundred, maybe more.
That's fine.
I was super bothered.
Every time I wanted to collect things as a kid, Genesis games, stuff like that. But every time my mom liked to get rid of things. Just, this was taking up space. Get rid of it. It's not mine, so off you fucking go. Yeah. Meanwhile, she's got her fucking cow figurines all over the goddamn place. Mm-hmm. That I haven't told this story to you. I know I haven't because it's a very weird story to tell. But
good time as any.
Yeah. In my 9th grade English class, I brought up the fact, my mom collects these fucking cow figurines, and it's infuriating because I can't collect shit without her throwing it out. And my best friend, that I've told you a good bit about, was like, your mom doesn't collect cow figurines. I was like, you're serious? Have you literally not seen the house? I was like, they are in every little nook and cranny in the kitchen, in the dining room. They're everywhere. Our plates, our silverware had plastic handles on them embroidered with these cow patterns and shit. And I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. You're the one person that could back me up on this, and you're going to call me a liar? You son of a bitch.
You fucker.
I was like, there's fucking cow figurines. I don't know what to say. They're everywhere. And he's like, there's not any cow figurines in your house. I was like, whatever, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the literal one person that can have my back, and he's going to be like, you're a fucking liar.
See, I knew this kid in 2nd grade.
Not the same person.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, well...
Not the same person.
Yeah. Okay, I got a name. I got a name I can use.
If he's a shitter, say his fucking name.
Okay.
Like, if it's a first name, I'm not censoring names. That's stupid.
I know his full name.
It's like, because I'm saying, we were having a discussion, and you mentioned Scott giving his name as, or Tanner giving his name to me as Scott. I was like, well, I understand, but there's so many Tanners out there. What fucking Tanner?
That's not even his real name. He goes by Tanner.
Well, and what the fuck were we trying to protect his identity for? That's his first fucking name. There's so many Tanners out there.
I don't know if he uses that as a professional name or not. I don't care. So I didn't want to.
I don't care. Like saying Colin. There's so many Collins in the world. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, heard about you on that Smashbox podcast. One, because there's so many Collins. Two, like 20 people listen to this, maybe.
Yeah, we've been getting a good uptick.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not Krista listening 4 times in a row. Love you, baby. Happy birthday.
Don't do that, Krista. You know what? Do what you want to do, Krista.
I like how you're looking up at the sky like you're talking to God.
Well, I looked up at Launchpad.
Oh, yeah.
Because she made us Launchpad. I think it's super cool how we'll, like, say shit on the show, and then she'll, like, make something. Like, we talked about cheese balls.
And she made cheese balls.
She made a fucking cheese ball. She made a fucking cheese... And you're like, oh, it smells awful. I was like, no, that smells like a cheese ball, dude.
You were like, I'm pretty fucking hyped for this.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to eat it. I was like, I never ate it as a kid. Especially there's no beef in it. I'm not really interested in the vegetarian cheese ball. Or whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't smell as bad as you made it sound, though.
Oh, no, it was a real cheese ball.
Yeah, it's just like a Christmas thing. And I tried to segue earlier, and I don't know how the fuck we got so off track, but, I mean, our talking points are... Speaking of Christmas.
Yeah.
Segue.
Yeah. You know who's not getting anything for Christmas?
Who's that?
Travis motherfucking Tyner. That asshole betrayed me in 2nd grade, and I'll never forget. I came to school, and he told Marcus that I was a shitter. He actually called me a butthead. I'm not fucking forgetting it. He said, and I quote, Duke is an asshole.
Duke is a asshole.
And I said to Marcus, you tell Travis he's a motherfucker. And to a 2nd grader, that's the dopest fucking insult you can drop as you walk out of there. That little motherfucker's getting coal. I hope he got into a car crash. No, I don't, dude. Don't be dead. Please, God, no. I didn't mean it. But I hope he got coal for Christmas every year. We had to wait out on the car walk together.
That sounded... You were just like the going offest that you've ever been. And then you're just like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Nah.
Dude, fuck him. Hope he got coal.
But the Christmas thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you wanted the point if you were Santa?
Yeah, if you were Santa, whose stocking are you shitting in this year?
Oh man.
You get to pick anyone.
Anybody. They gotta be alive?
No, they could be dead.
They could be dead? That'd be kind of a waste, though.
We'll do two.
It's a dead dude stocking. Like, is it hanging on his grave and then there's shit in it?
For this specific exercise, we'll assume two things. One, there's a personal heaven, and two, they have Christmases there.
Okay. So...
You don't have to believe in it.
Somebody that's bad enough for me to shit in their stocking, I think is probably not going to be in heaven.
Fair?
Because not a lot of people have wronged me and then died that I think would be in heaven.
Right.
I actually don't know anybody that's wronged me that's dead.
I mean, they could be alive still.
That's fair. No, but I'm saying, like, I wouldn't have to go to somebody's personal heaven and shit.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to go to that lane.
I could go to... I'm blanking on the address. I was going to call it out. I could go to my, and I'm air quoting again, best friend's house and shit in his stocking.
Okay. For the cow thing or for a different set of
For so much shit, like, over the fucking years. And every time forgiving this person and thinking, you know, it'll be different this time. Yeah. And then just the accusations to be made against me of the exact same shit that he did, that, you know, he walked out of my life with 3 years before he came back, crawling back into it. And it's gotta act like it's cool because I don't want this kid to kill himself. Yeah. And then he starts spitting some accusations at me. I was like, I hope Krampus comes to your fucking house.
Yeah, but if I had to pick someone, right, there are actually a couple people. It's really hard to narrow down one.
So I feel like I didn't need to add the Krampus part because this is the whole... you're Santa. You're shitting in people's stockings. That's that's pretty much Krampus.
I mean, you could rattle the chains and put them in a bag if you want.
Well, I mean, Krampus puts them in a bag and beats them with a stick.
See, what I hope happens, though, is... okay, let's say you're Krampus and I'm Santa.
Okay, so we're both in a sleigh. We land on your roof. We come down the chimney. You're shitting in a stocking,
and we wait for him to open it.
Okay,
and then you get him.
Well, that would require us to stay there until morning. I mean, that would take. We'd have to do every one house a night.
Well, no, see, I would. Oh yeah, fuck. I guess I couldn't just drop you off at the first house. And so here's what happens then. We'll shit in the stocking and then take them, and then we'll bring them back. They see it.
Okay.
All right, that makes more sense.
I mean, Krampus was a really cool idea when I first heard it when I was 12, 13 years old. I had a friend from Germany who I didn't believe was actually from Germany for the longest time because he didn't have an accent. Like, he'd been in America for a year. He'd lost his accent. I didn't think he was really fucking German. The way I found out he was actually German was really messed up. You know, because I'm a kid. Yeah. It's all Hitler jokes, and you know. Yeah. The whole time we were hanging out at his house, fucking ha ha Hitler, fucking Hitler, ha 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 ha. And it's just like, and I say Heil Hitler as his mom comes out. Oh no. And she just, in a very German voice, she just goes, "No, don't say Heil Hitler." And she walks back in the house, just shit. Very ashamed.
Fuck, dude.
And I was like, oh my god, you guys are actually German. He's like, I fucking told you, you dumbass. I was like, you don't sound German. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's like, I met a dude a couple days ago. He was a student of mine. And I'll be completely honest with you. He had a really exotic name.
Right. Was he Armenian?
No, but we'll say this. He had the name of an ABBA song. You know, the Dancing Queen lady?
Yeah, I'm aware of who ABBA is, but I'm trying to think of what name he could possibly...
Fernando.
Fernando.
I wasn't going to say it. But, Fernando, I hope to goodness...
That's not that exotic of a name.
Well, I mean, it's still not like Bill.
Right.
But
I had a Portuguese. Yeah. I had a Brazilian roommate the week I spent at college. His name was Fernando.
Yeah. Was he a cool guy? Fernando was. I liked him.
I don't know. I was there a week. He spent like no time in the room. Like he was there for like 15 minutes as I was falling asleep one night. He was just sitting on the bed looking at his phone, and then when I got up, he was gone. Mm-hmm. He asked me to set an alarm to wake him up before I got up. I woke up with the alarm and he was gone. I'm like, okay, dude. I didn't feel bad leaving because he literally brought nothing into that room.
Yeah.
So whenever I moved out, there was just nothing in there.
Yeah, so you didn't really have to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have a TV and shit like that.
Did you?
Anymore. Yeah, I had a TV.
Is it that one? The one we have behind us?
No, it was a different TV. It was a smaller TV. It was also my computer monitor for a while. Because my monitor wasn't working while I was up there. So I was just like, this is TV mode, and this is computer monitor mode because my chair is over here. Sorry, dude.
So rate him on the roommate scale.
He was never there, so he was pretty much. I mean,
1 to 10.
There's some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like he came home and he knocks on the door, and I was like, "Hello?"
Peekaboo.
And it's him. Like, because he knocked and said nothing. It's open. And nothing.
Doesn't come
so
in?
I was like, okay. So I walk out, or I get up. I'm playing Diablo.
Yeah.
And I get up, and I'm like, and I like half open it and looking out. I'm like, oh, it's him. I was like, I said it was open, dude. He is, oh, sorry, I was. And he's points at his phone. I was like, okay. He comes in. He goes to the bathroom, and then he leaves. He played soccer. He was at the school to play soccer. That's literally all he was doing.
Right. We had a
entirely.
kid like that.
There was that school was so abysmal because as soon as he said that he was there to play soccer and that's all he was really there to do, I started putting the pieces together. I'm like, oh, this is one of those colleges because it was a private liberal arts college, and my first day at my math class and my second day at my math class, I got the same lecture. The exact same lecture. I'm like, what's going on here? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, didn't we just do this 2 days ago? Yeah. I was like, that's not. He's like, problem? Yeah, I don't play sports.
See,
So I'm here for a degree, dude. I gotta hop up on that shuttle bus.
yeah, we had a liberal arts college right by my town in Ohio. Don't know if you heard about it, Oberlin.
You've talked about it a lot.
Not a fan of Oberlin.
Yeah, you don't seem to be.
I hate Oberlin about as much as I hate Michigan, and that fucking says something.
Why do you hate Michigan? I get that it's two states that they both have the same name. It's weird, but
imagine you meet awesome people.
Right.
Beautiful people.
right.
They seem okay. But they're total fucking assholes. And everything they do turns back on you.
So what part of them was awesome?
They're almost every fucking Michiganian I've ever met. Hats off to you fuckers. You are always fucking so attractive. I cannot place an ugly Michiganian in my memory. Like, I'm sure I just don't remember them.
Okay, so you're saying they're awesome as in, like, they're attractive people.
They're attractive, they're usually pretty funny, and kind of smart. But the problem is, they're inevitably shitbags. Name one good person from Michigan other than a Detroit Lion.
I can't name anybody from
Exactly.
Michigan.
You can't name any good people from Michigan.
I can't name anybody from Michigan.
But more importantly, you can't name any good people from Michigan.
It's my mom's boyfriend, Randy.
Was he a good person?
I never met him.
Okay, but yeah. So,
Enough to, penetrate the sanctity of my parents' marriage. One that's still ongoing, might I add.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that together.
They never got divorced, yeah.
Yeah,
Mom shouldn't have had boyfriends. Really, she shouldn't have. That's
kind of
right, Duke. You're right.
Yeah, but
allegedly, Dad also had girlfriend. I don't know. I'm out of that. It doesn't matter. It's whatever.
So here's my Oberlin point, right?
Okay.
Everyone in my town or village rather loves the place.
Right.
It's a far cry from where we live. It's very free. Most people are pretty accepting.
It's a classy place.
Yeah, it's a very classy place. very full of character, as it were.
Just because of the Fev.
Yeah, just because of the Fev.
If the whole place is as, air quotes, classy as the Fev, then I see why you hate it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Any place like that puts, quote, $400 pieces of art on the wall.
That's a very optimistic price.
And leaves the tag on it like, look how much we paid for this.
Dude, you can buy the art right off the wall.
I hope that place burns down.
So do I. I have friends
and
then
who have then they've got to then they've got to put on the insurance. We had like a $400 wood carving on the wall. Yeah, but how much was it worth? How much did you pay for it? We found it.
Yeah,
there was value in it. I appraised it for $400. I'm an appraiser.
The thing that I hate about the Fev is every single fucking time I've gone there, it's been awful fucking service.
Really?
They haven't given me my order either time I've gone there. They haven't given my date or friend or whatever the right order.
You went with Matt, I wouldn't call that
I've gone
a date.
with Matt, Colwicky, Brett, random other people.
Damn.
They've never given the right order.
How many times have you been this place?
Like 5.
And they've never given you the right order?
Never given me the right order.
Do you know the wait staff? Did they have it out against you?
I fucking guess so. But
that's what it sounds like's going on.
It's just always shoddy service. Refills are a bitch to get.
Well, for you, that would be a big problem.
Well, no, I mean, even if it's other person.
Right. But you like, suck down the...
Yeah, I do. Whenever I'm at a
drinks,
place, I milk it. But, point is...
horrible.
The whole place is like that.
People.
It's the top liberal arts college in Ohio.
Right.
It's like people come internationally to go there.
It's Ohio.
Fair, but... like people go there for really like specific reasons. They want to get famous for their art. There's an art museum right across the fucking road from the main campus.
Ooh, that hurts to hear.
Yeah. If you go right by the Fev, right on that same road, you see the college campus. And then to the right is the fucking art museum.
Okay. I didn't go to Oberlin, so I mean,
if we ever go back to Ohio and you come with me, I'll take you. I'll take you to Oberlin. You can judge it for yourself. You can say, okay, Duke is completely wrong.
We can go to the Fev, and then you'll actually get your order. Like, I swear, Gaza, this is the first time this has happened.
I swear to fuck, it's the first time I've ever gotten to plain
burger.
Burger.
They're always out to get me.
Dude, the worst part is my order is the same every time. I'm comfortable with you guys knowing this. It's a plain fucking cheeseburger. That's it.
You're such a boring person.
Yeah, but they give me like a burger with barbecue sauce in it, a burger filled with lettuce, a burger where the bun is like brioche for some reason, a burger with a fucking olives on it, or like a burger with ranch instead of sauce. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why is this happening to me? It's fucking awful. Meanwhile, the spinach ball, not spinach balls, what are they called?
Sauerkraut balls.
Sauerkraut balls are fantastic. If you ever go to the Fev, order those. Those are fucking great.
So, like...
That's the redeeming quality.
If you were a dirty cop...
Right, dirty cop.
Would you
I bust the Fev? Hell yeah.
Would you bust the wait staff of the Fev for giving people the wrong order?
I would conduct my stings exclusively at the Fev so I could kill 2 birds one stone.
But like, no. If you were like a legitimate cop,
right?
There's some stupid laws out there.
Yeah,
there's some stupid. Like you can give people tickets for jaywalking.
Yeah.
And anybody that gives you lip while you are giving them a ticket for jaywalking, you could probably slap them with obstruction of justice, shit like that. What's what you would consider a stupid law or rule that you would enforce as a police officer?
Can I add context to it?
Can you? Absolutely.
Okay, step 1, buy Krista jeans. Step 2, enforce women aren't allowed to wear denim. Step 3.
What?
I just wanted to say that. No, I do the ice cream in the pocket.
No. What's women aren't allowed to wear denim?
Yeah, there's some state women aren't allowed to wear denim. I mean, it's never enforced, obviously.
Okay, ice cream in the pocket rule?
Yeah, again, you can't have ice cream in your back pocket.
When are you going to have the opportunity to enforce that?
I don't know, but... Okay.
Are you going to entrap people by putting ice cream in the back pocket and you're going downtown?
I think it's been implied that I would always plant the evidence myself.
So you're not enforcing these rules. You are creating situations where people are breaking these rules, which is called entrapment.
And then busting them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's called entrapment.
Good.
And it's illegal.
Well, it's what I'd be doing.
It's illegal for a cop to be doing.
Look, we didn't say that I get in trouble for enforcing these rules.
I said that, well, it's implied you would be enforcing a stupid rule.
Okay, well,
but it's not saying you were going to force somebody to break that rule and then enforce it.
What do you consider a stupid rule then?
Like jaywalking. Like
It's not stupid.
There's no fucking cars coming, I'm fucking crossing the street if I need to cross the street.
I'm just saying.
Especially if it's not even fucking crosswalks on the block. Jesus Christ.
I'm saying, if you
I've never been pulled over for jaywalking. I did get pulled over one time while I was walking, but that was just by a cop that didn't know who the fuck I was.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a small town. I knew most of the police force. Not like because my parents were felons or anything, but just because some of them were family, and then I got to know them through family. But I get stopped walking home from my shift at the gas station, which ended at midnight. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking home. It's like 1 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Because I'm almost home, and it's like a 40-minute walk. And I stopped at the Circle K to get fucking something stupid, I'm sure. I buy stupid shit when I'm walking home and I've got money. Yeah. But a cop stops me and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Just trying to get home." I'm literally across the street from my house. I could jaywalk to my house and be there in 2 seconds. Yeah. And he goes, "Well, there's been a couple break-ins tonight." I was like, "I figured something was going on. They were circling over there by the elementary school when I walked past." He goes, "Oh, you get stopped over there?" I go, "No." They know who I am. He goes, "Okay, what is this? We got a couple calls about a guy lurking around." I was like, "You think I'm?" I was like, I'm wearing my work uniform, dude. Yeah. It'd be real easy to find where the fuck the Starfire is." Yeah. And he's like, "All right, we'll just keep your nose in the air." He tries on. What the fuck does that mean, dude?
What the fuck are you saying to me?
I was like, "Whatever, guy. Have a good one."
Have a fucking good one.
And then a week later, he crashed the new. They got an SUV. The police department got a new SUV, and he fucking wrecked it. And I was like, "New guy."
See, I always find it weird now that I'm hitting like adulthood, where some of my friends are becoming cops, and it's like I've seen these people shotgun beer into their assholes, and I don't feel comfortable having them at the other end of a gun.
Yeah, see, like I didn't party in high school, so I get or ever like. Fair. At all. So I guess that if any of my friends became cops, I'd probably, there's a couple of them I would still judge because I know for a fact that some of the people I went to high school with are super racist. Yeah. But they aren't a cop in a place with a lot of black people. So you don't feel like they're not going to get a chance to like, drop the gun, darky, or whatever the fuck whatever their power fantasy is up here in their fucking racist fucking minds.
Yeah, whatever they got going.
It's just they've got no chance to do that, and that's fine. Like if you wanna be a police of this small town where there's no people of different color for you to bully, go. That's much better than you moving to fucking Chicago or something and doing it, and then there's some guy on the fucking news. Like, "Oh, I know him. He shot an innocent black person."
Yeah, that's what he did.
I guess I don't know him anymore.
Now I've asked you a dark question.
Okay, go ahead.
I like how resigned you were about it. Yeah. Do you think that when a cop does some shit like that, not necessarily shooting someone who doesn't deserve it, but doing some fucked up shit, right? Do you think they get a boner every time? Because there's like a limited amount of boners.
Not every time. I mean, I'm sure there are legit situations where like shit happens, adrenaline's pumping, and almost immediately they're like, "I shouldn't have done that." Yeah,
and they cover their pants.
Right. Well, no, that's not what I was saying.
I mean, it'd be awkward to walk around the town. You're in a fucking murder scene, McAnally. Get in there.
I'm saying, what?
Officer McAnally with the boner?
Shut up.
Okay.
I'm saying that when accidents like that happen, ideally, in an ideal world, police officers don't make accidents. There are no incidents. They are acting 100% in control of the situation. But sometimes my gun go off. And I'm sure in those situations, there's no boner. Not even a fear boner.
Not even a fear boner?
Not even a fear boner.
Okay,
you know who gets fear boners? People on TV, and that's it.
No, you've never gotten a fear boner?
No.
You've never been so afraid you got a boner?
I've never really been that afraid.
One time I had, this isn't a real life example, but I've had
You're gonna tell me an adrenaline boner, and I'm gonna make fun of you.
No, one time I had a dream, and I've had real life fear boners, but I want this example. One time I had a dream.
Starting off bad.
Where I was getting chased by like a serial killer, and I couldn't talk.
A nightmare.
Yeah, so my vocal cords were like gone, so I couldn't scream or anything. But the guy pops up and he surprises me, and I get such a huge boner that suddenly I'm not afraid of him anymore. All I can think of is, oh God, I have to hide my shameful fear boner. But you've just never gotten a fear boner?
No.
Not even when like a math teacher's yelling at you?
No, I've been afraid while having a boner, but it's mostly because of where I'm at when I have the boner.
Okay, what? I need an example.
Like standing in line anywhere,
Right.
and all of a sudden, hey,
It's a robbery.
it's what?
It's a robbery, and yeah, get on the ground.
No,
No, not.
no, just like standing in line anywhere, and then just like, hey, that lady's kind of cute. Why? Why did you look at her, you stupid son of a bitch? And then it's just like, I hope nobody looks. And it's like, then you come to that realization. It's like you've had a boner in public so many times, and nobody's ever said shit to you about
just
it.
assume they
It's
don't.
just like people aren't looking for boners. There's no boner police out there. Like, ooh, wee woo, this guy's dick's hard.
Now, how did you get through penis inspection day?
This is a dumb joke. You guys did this shit at D&D
We
to that poor girl.
Yeah, we convinced
that
her.
poor girl.
It's so fun.
That's
to
such a
convince
dumb.
people it's a real
See,
thing.
the reason why I had to cut that off
Yeah.
is because I got fucked up as a kid by people who convinced me that dogs were female or cats were female dogs,
Right.
and stupid shit like that. That it's absolutely stupid, but you know, not knowing better, that's just absurd enough to be true.
Yeah.
Like penis inspection day.
Yeah, like you're a girl in 4th grade. Would you really notice if like all the guys in the class had to get called out or something? Like one at a time? Like fucking picture day happened, I didn't fucking know it was happening until my fucking name got called.
I guess.
I mean, like I'm sure I did at the time, but you know, thinking
Yeah.
about it back in time now.
I mean, I skipped a lot of picture days when I was a kid. After
Why?
like 5th grade, it was rebellious.
My parents fucking...
I'm gonna be dead in a few years anyway. Who needs a picture of me?
My parents would get super pissed if I missed a picture opportunity. Like I went to prom.
Oh, my parents were absolutely furious about it too.
Did your parents make you do prom pictures? Did you go to prom? I forget.
I went to junior prom.
Right,
we
we
did
did
the
the
photo
opposite.
booth. I wore a mask in the photo booth.
Right.
My parents were mad. I was like, I didn't pay for the photo booth.
Yeah.
I was like, you can calm down. If I did,
Yeah.
it's my money anyway, so piss off. Like
Yeah.
they didn't help with prom expenses at all. I worked
Right.
my ass off every day or every weekend day for like 2 months at my
Yeah.
grandpa's house for money for prom.
You prepped.
And then got yelled at for how I spent it.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, thanks y'all for the help. I mean, but my parents all have been like that. I was like, I never asked my parents for money because I knew what the answer was going to be.
Yeah, no.
It was going to be a fucking no. And I'd probably get made fun of for
Yeah.
asking for money for something stupid. Now, it was a little irritating finding out this week that my parents got my sister a car. My younger
Yeah.
sister, the 4th child, and arguably the worst child.
Yeah.
And that's considering that my brother committed a felony in high school.
Yeah. Which, I gotta say,
If
by
she
the way,
is the worst kid, and this is her sophomore year, if she's the worst kid, imagine. Just imagine where she's going to be in a couple of months, couple of years. Might not still be with us.
Yeah, because
All I'm saying.
you're inarguably best or second best kid. Right? You're
I
top
would
two.
say probably second best. I think Logan's got his life together more than I do.
He does seem to be doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of him as an individual. But
Yeah.
at the same time, think about the fact, and I don't mean, to make you sad, but like,
I mean, it's
your parents haven't done shit
Whoa.
for you.
a little late for that, dude.
Yeah, like, they bought your sister a car.
Yeah.
What was the last thing they did for you since you came down here? Other than send your birth certificate like 4 months late.
I was going to say that, but
Mm.
I don't know. My mom doesn't even talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard from her since April 2nd, and that was just her telling me that she sent my birth certificate the day before, and because it was April 2nd and she said that, I was like, this is like, haha,
That's
late April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
I was like, because it didn't show up until like the fucking 25th, so
Yeah.
I was starting to get furious. But I mean, it showed up, so, I mean, that's neither here nor there. I haven't talked to my mom since like March.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than the one message she sent me saying, I sent your birth certificate yesterday. Okay, thank you. And, sent her something on her birthday, or not her birthday, because her birthday was like October.
Yeah.
Sent her something on Mother's Day. after I got the birth certificate, and whenever we went to the DMV and got my ID.
Yeah.
Never heard anything back from him. And my dad hasn't said anything to me. He's just sent me articles from massively-overpowered.com. It was the MMO news website that I was trying to write for a while.
I mean, I guess that's better than nothing.
I guess.
Because it shows that he's at least attempting to maintain.
Right, he's probably still sending those to whoever has my number now. My old number.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Because my phone's been off, and I'm going to get a new number for this area code because it'll be required of me to do that so that I have good service down here.
Yeah, like I have a Wellington or Lorain County number.
Mine was Cleveland for a while.
Yeah, you didn't get shit for service, did you?
I didn't get shit for service in Cleveland. I sometimes got decent service, in the Twin Cities where I was living /working at. But most of the time it was just shit everywhere. Yeah. Like, I got decent service in the window of my dorm while I was up there. Weird. Super weird.
Where was your college, by the way?
It was like west of Cleveland.
Oh, kind of by me?
I don't know for sure. It was like Cleveland Heights or something like that.
Oh, so it was like actually in like the Cleveland sphere.
Right. Like there was a robbery in Cleveland, and they sent out a warning.
Okay.
To our school, saying, "Hey, curfew tonight."
Right. So
I was like, whatever.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you were at the time you're probably about like 20 minutes away from me.
I guess.
You ever think about how weird that is?
Yeah, but I mean, living in Ohio and
we were already pretty close.
All the people that from the
circles we've been in.
the Dragonball Z role-playing sites that we've been on
Roll Tide.
A lot of them have been in Ohio, and
one was 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah, we discussed this that you brought up how weird that was, and I was like, not really, because if I'm looking for Dragon Ball Z RPGs on my computer in Ohio, it makes sense that Google might think, hey, here's one hosted from Ohio. A guy is paying for it in Ohio. You probably want to go to that guy's website, so that makes sense that we would all run into each other there.
Which it's so weird to think though about like okay.
Let the yawn out and then try to finish your sentence.
First when I joined, this dude in New York runs it.
Right.
Old Kevin. And I was there for about 5 years.
You were on Arena before anything else?
Yeah, that was my first ever site.
Damn.
First website I ever signed up for, first website I ever did anything for was Arena.
Nice.
And it's still up.
Yeah, we'll have an opportunity to get into more of that. We're gonna play Xenoverse.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that probably after Adventure Time.
Yeah. But so I was on that site.
Right.
And then I went to Cass and Chib's site.
Right. Which is well, it's not where I first applied. It's where I first actually was like, okay, I'm gonna, I'm role playing here.
Yeah.
I joined another website just called Live Dragon Ball Z or something like that.
And they were up for a long time.
Yeah, they're still up now. But I applied there, I got accepted, and then I wrote my first role play. And before I finished my first role play, one of their guys was like, whoa, this is really, really, this is all kinds of messed up. And I was like, well, I was sort of making an outline of what I wanted to happen, and then I was going to edit it in. Like, in my head, I was playing it like an episode.
Yeah.
Where I was like, this is my dialogue, and then I'm going to, add the action. And, well, before I could do that, somebody was like, hey, here's what you need to fix, bud. And I'm like, that's kind of rude that you would do that. I'm not finished with this. I'm like, but whatever, man.
Fucked
and
up.
then I posted my second thing, and then they locked the thread. I was like, all right. And then I forgot what the website was called. Then my brother was trying to find it, and he finds Cass and Chibs' site.
Yeah.
And I guess we probably ran into each other there. Well, no.
We did. I actually remember your application.
Yeah.
Because I was the one who looked at it, and I messaged you on your AIM name, and you didn't answer. So I declared you inactive and removed you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Someone applied with your AIM name and never did anything. They were Frieza.
Okay, so no. You're thinking of a different website then. You're thinking of UP.
Yeah, that was the site that came right after.
Right. I was on Rising Star.
As who?
Right.
As who though?
Oh, while I want to say I joined as Android 16.
Oh, okay.
And then switched to Future Trunks when he became available. Because Damien had quit already.
Okay.
But he wasn't yet, declared he'd been inactive long enough to actually be legitimately quit.
Was I Trunks or was I Future Gone at the time?
You could... I don't know. I didn't know you.
Fair.
How could I know which one you were?
I mean, I was... I think that's...
I didn't really talk to anybody on AIM except for John and Pat.
Yeah.
And I guess because I talked to Pat, I also talked to Tim a little bit.
I always forget that Pat was on UP.
Yeah. Well, no. I talked to him on RS. He wasn't on UP to my knowledge.
He was.
There you go.
Because he was there when I got back.
I messaged him whenever my freezer got removed. Because nobody, I had been on AIM frequently and nobody had gotten a hold of me.
Oh, no, I did. I sent you 5 messages across 5 days.
Nobody had gotten a hold of me.
Gaza, yeah.
Nobody. I never received a message, I should say. I had posted an application for a mission, and nobody had accepted my application. I checked back all the time, at least once a day for a long time, and then once a week, and then it just eventually it was I logged in and it's I'm not signed in anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I re-registered as Frieza. I'm like, hey, somebody want to approve my mission?
Yeah.
And it's well, you need to reapply. I was like, fuck you, Taku.
Oh, fuck him, dude. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, man, can you believe this shit? It's what happened to all of UP? And I'm talking to Pat Morgan at this point. It's I don't know, dude. We're all on this site, and he links me in Utopia at the time.
Yeah,
because that was cool. So you guys aren't so all the dickholes are still over there, and you guys are over there. He's yeah. Oh, okay, cool. I'll come RP with you guys.
So I remember I got banned from UP.
What for?
Talking to Tim's brother.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I got banned for talking to someone.
Nice.
And
because he's a competitor, or he's the competitor's admin's brother. That makes sense.
No, this is before that. This is what started all that.
What?
Tim's brother got banned.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, so you're just talking to a banned person?
Yeah, and then I talked to Tim.
Makes sense.
And he was like, oh yeah, me and Pat had already been thinking about starting another site.
Okay.
And so they did it. My thing was unrelated, but it happened at about the same time, so it was cool. And the whole thing was basically oh, Cass and Chips are power tripping, they're going insane, which is what they accused me of doing.
I mean, those guys were, I don't know, they're weird people. Chibs found out I liked wrestling, so he tried really hard to impress me by telling me he used to wrestle for ECW, and I was like, okay. I was like, I know 2 guys from ECW. They're Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I was like, are you either of those guys? You ever wrestle with them? Oh, no. I was like, yeah, so what are you talking about? Oh, I'm just saying, I'll be a badass and stuff. I was like, okay, I don't care.
Fun fact about Chips, he's actually how I learned grammar. He never told me anything about it, but I looked at his posts and I said, okay, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. And I just kept doing that until I knew the rules and stuff.
Strange.
Yeah. However, it did take me fucking forever to learn that I was punctuating my dialogue incorrectly. No one fucking told me. No one told me.
I still don't know if I'm doing it right, so...
I mean, I'll tell you. If you ever show me an example, I'll tell you.
Okay, dick.
It's my job.
I mean, when Tim made his site, that's whenever I started, I don't know. People started being more critical of my writing.
Yeah. So
I guess I was more critical of my writing, and I started proofreading my stuff. Whenever I started battling people, and I would take losing a round to somebody I didn't respect as losing. Yeah. Losing the battle to them. So anytime somebody took a round off me, whenever Jared took a round off me, I was like, okay, I'm done fucking around. I'm proofreading everything now, forever, no matter what. And look where that got me. The very next round, I won by a fair margin, according to Koner. Why are you doing that?
I'm not doing anything. You're crazy.
Right, yeah. You're definitely not pulling on your mustache hairs and contorting your mouth into weird shapes while I'm sitting here talking and looking at you.
Go on, though. The Jared thing.
You made me lose my train of thought, you piece of shit. I had beat Jared,
right.
and then he's like, "Oh, this is obviously not going to turn out my favor. Why? I don't know why I'm even going to try." It was like round 3.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, I needed to win one more round, if I remember right. It was 1st to 3 on that side.
So he was like, "Oh."
He was like, "I'm not even going to reply anymore. This is, Gaza wins." And I'm like, "Gaza wins!"
Mm.
And then, thus, Gaza Wins was born.
Yeah, see, for me, I was on, this is all the sites I've ever been on for Dragon Ball. Arena, Dark Sagacity, which I thought was Dark Saga City for a long fucking time.
I probably saw that and was like, "That's a dumb name," and went on to the next one.
And Dark Sagacity is where I learned graphics.
Right.
From this guy named Karim and his friend Gaz, who I guess is actually named Gareth, as I recently learned. Then I was on Rising Star.
I broke my chair and I'm sad.
Yeah, it happens. But I was on Rising Star.
I got you. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm just like sitting here.
And I was staff on Arena before I joined Rising Star, and I was staff on Dark Sagacity before I joined Rising Star. But they took down Dark Sagacity one day, so I joined Rising Star as like a supplement. And that's when I started stepping away from Arena. And that was in about, 2010, 2011? So I'd been there 4 years at that point, but
Yeah.
I kind of hung on until 2012.
Yeah, because I didn't really know you until you were on Utopia.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to do the coding work. So this would have been, I would have been 14 at the time.
Like 2011-ish?
Yeah. So it was like,
Late 2010, early 2011?
yeah, I would have been like 13, 14 at the time. So it was like 7, 8 years ago. I would have been sophomore in high school. So I guess towards the end of my sophomore year, I would have turned 14. But I was learning web design.
Yeah.
And then there was an opportunity for me to use the web design I was learning to help, Tim's site out. And while I was filling out the application, I asked Pat a question about something that they asked on the application, whether he thought I should put one thing or the other, because whether he thought they would apply or not. He's like, "Oh, we got Jared. Jared's going to do it."
Yeah.
And that's where that rivalry sort of got heated up a lot more. Mm-hmm. But not only did it do that, it really pissed me off because I was legitimately learning web design.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to help the site out, whether it's like, this guy said that he'll fucking Google it and figure it out, so we're going to let him do it. Yeah. I'm like, I was really offended by that. I was really upset that there was this application process, but he can just message somebody on AOL and he's an admin now, and he's going to go fuck with the boards and, not do remotely what Tim was asking him to do. And I was like, "Hey, Tim, because of the websites not supporting the Java or whatever the fuck it was," because he wanted just it to be a switcher to go ICCBox OOC.
Oh, that's super simple.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to enable Java.
Well, no, I meant like, is that why you made Jared an admin?
Yeah, to get him to do that. But I was just like, what we can do without enabling Java is putting a link here that opens a second version of the website where the ICCBox is. He's like, "That'll work."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay. Well, aren't you glad you spent like a fucking month?" But that's where I started getting really frustrated, and I was arguing with people in CBox. Mm-hmm. And then at that time, Tim was also like, "Well, if I make you an admin, you have to be Yamcha." I was like, "I don't want to fucking play Yamcha." I was like, "If you make me play Yamcha, I'm just not going to play Yamcha. I'll just do the fucking code shit." He's like, whatever. I was like, "Okay." And I was getting really mad. And then you like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Like, he hit me up on it. He was like, "You seem really, like, bugged as shit," because I was flipping out about fucking Jared in the C-Box. Yeah. And that's whenever, you pulled me over to IDBZ, sort of.
Yeah. I
applied for Goku, was told, "Hey, he's got a month until Goku's removed from activity or due to inactivity." And then Brian's like, "I want Goku." We're like, "Well, this guy already is applying for him." Well, fucking boom, give him 2 weeks. Yeah. And nobody messaged me. I was going to check back in a month. I checked back in a month, and Brian was Goku. I was like, I'm playing Gaza. Gaza wins. Mm-hmm. And thus Gaza Wins was born.
Yeah. as is custom. But I remember around the time I met you, that's when I started mellowing out as a human being.
Yeah, probably because of the stories you've told me.
Yeah.
I don't think that we would have been friends had I met you too much earlier.
Yeah, had you met me even like a month and a half earlier?
Really? That close, huh?
Yeah, when I joined IDBZ, right?
It was a super good website, by the way.
Yeah, that was the start of my nicening, and then obviously,
subsequently you being a dickhole to people that you were better than.
Yeah, and even on IDBZ, like online, I was always super nice, and in real life, I was still a dickhole until about a year later.
Right.
When some stuff happened, and I changed completely. But what happened was on IDBZ.
Home from that trip to Atlanta, a different planet is where they thought you came from after your ship had landed.
Yeah, but on IDBZ.
Shout out to Lecrae.
I remember this is how I told you how I met Brian, right?
I don't think so.
I messaged him on AIM about a year before IDBZ, and I said, "Hey faggot, you're a faggot, 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 faggot. Does your wife know you're a faggot? You fucking faggot."
Well, he wasn't married at that time.
Yeah, it was, I think.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he was just dating her?
Yeah, because he got married to Jamie like the week after I joined.
Oh, then I just took a shot in the dark. And he was like, he said, "No, should I tell her?" And I said, "Yeah, faggot." And he said, "Okay," and then he blocked me. So, first off, I come into the site with a different AIM name.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know it's me.
Because you were a monster.
Yeah, I was a fucking horrible human being. And I come onto the site with a different AIM name. He doesn't know it's me for about 2.5 months. And I talked to him about it when he made me staff. And then I told him when he told me he wanted me to be staff.
Did he immediately regret his decision?
He was like, "Oh shit, dude, that's rough." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I didn't even remember that." And I was like, "Yeah." Because he used to be a really cool person.
Yeah, he's always been like super easy to talk to, but he's also just been such a hot, cold person. Like just somebody who can close a website down without telling anybody that's on the website.
Yeah. At
all. Just like all of a sudden you go to get on one day, and it's you're getting a DNS error.
Yeah.
Because the website's been closed down. That's sort of frustrating. And then it's just like, hey, a week later, "Oh, sorry guys, I was making this other website. Figured I'd come tell you about it now so you can come join that one." Mm-hmm. And nobody wants to go to that website. So he's like, "Guess we're remaking the old website then. Yeah. New stuff, new systems. I made them for the other website. Now they're being implemented on the old website. Hope you guys like it. If not, too bad."
Yeah, like I remember what happened on IDBZ for me was I joined, I got staff, and I don't think it was actually 2.5 months. I think it was actually like a month. But I got made staff pretty quick, and I was talking to him about it. He was like, "Okay, whatever." And at the time, there were 2 people who were stronger than me on the site. There was Ava and Yames, and we've got tons of stories about Yames. I'll come up later.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure we'll have a whole episode about Yames.
Yeah, and
somewhere along the line.
Ava was a porn addict from South Africa.
A dude?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a porn addict from South Africa who drew her character getting railed by different kinds of Vegetas. I remember at one point...
The Vegeta-ing.
Yeah, she linked her DeviantArt, and it was Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Vegeta, and Prince Vegeta, all nailing her character, who was being, like, BDSM'd, like the verb BDSM'd. And it was a fucking mess, and I was in a battle with her. This was the first Dragon Ball battle I got in.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been on all these websites and never gotten a battle?
I mean, I had gotten the Dragon Balls before.
Oh, no, you mean like a legitimate, like,
this
over the Dragon Balls?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this
I misinterpreted. I was like, but he was in Genocide, the fucking tournament stuff.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm dumb.
This is like specifically over the Dragon Balls, and it's a 2v2v2v2. It was a fucking shit fest.
On IDBZ?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I killed everybody.
Why did Brian let that happen?
Because he was one of the teams.
Okay.
He was NPC.
So it was 4 2-man teams.
It was.
Who was on your side?
I was Broly, and I had this guy named Ryuji.
Okay, I remember him.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad guy though. I guess he was sort of neutral.
He led the Fallen. He was the guy who founded it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah.
Like because like you had to make a new page whenever you took it over.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh, well, this is the original one," because I was like, "Did you rip this guy off?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, no, he just founded it, and then he quit."
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
So I was Broly, he was Ryuji, and then we had Izon and someone else on his team, and we had Ava and someone else, and then we had Rex and Ralia, who were the 2 NPCs. I killed all of them.
Nice.
I fucking murdered them all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, knowing that how much stronger you were than everybody.
Oh no, I was weaker.
I know, but like I would be surprised. Yeah. But whenever I joined, you were
second.
No, you were number 1.
Was it comfortably
by a very large margin.
Yeah.
I remember very distinctively you being like 20 levels over the number 2 guy. I don't remember who the number 2 guy was.
I know it was Sairai when you joined, I think. But when I was in the Dragon Ball battle, I was the 3rd strongest person in there.
Damn.
To win the battle, I actually lost one arm.
Nice.
Got my leg turned to stone.
Nice.
Overloaded my fatigue.
So, like, you passed out in the winning motion.
Yeah, I threw a blaster shell that threw me over my fatigue limit. That killed. Yeah, that killed an NPC.
Nice.
And then Ryuji, his passive at the time was like a healing passive.
Okay.
So he like stabilized me and kept me from dying.
Nice.
So it was like it was a very Pyrrhic victory, as it were. We managed to get away with the Dragon Ball. Only one Dragon Ball. This was the first Dragon Ball.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So 6 people died over.
No wonder.
Dragon Ball. Yeah.
No wonder it took so long for you to fucking fulfill that dream of getting the Dragon Balls.
Motherfuck. That Dragon Ball I killed all those people for. I got one Dragon Ball with no interference, and then the next Dragon Ball I had to kill another NPC for. The next Dragon Ball I jumped in on the battle because I had just recovered from a different one.
Right.
And I jumped into the battle. The guy with the Dragon Ball fled, leaving me to fight an NPC.
Not for the Dragon Ball anymore.
Yeah, not for the Dragon Ball anymore. He
so
died. Obviously, I didn't fucking die.
Yeah. Who was the guy? Do I know him?
It was Sairai.
Oh, damn.
He took the Dragon Ball and just fled.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I had to fucking fight the guy. Then the next Dragon Ball I fought, it was a one-on-one-on-one between me, Izon, and this guy named Evander. And the Evander was an NPC.
I was going to say, I remember the name Evander for some reason. I think that battle must have held some significance because it was brought up in my presence before.
Yeah, it was like the preeminent battle. Because Brian, that was the first battle where Brian started making NPCs specifically to counter me.
And you still won?
Because at that time I had killed 2 Sight Masters, 4 NPCs, and I was about to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Because what happened was I jumped Izon for his ball.
Right.
I remember specifically I broke through his fucking headquarters or whatever in character, and I fucking smashed him into the wall. And I offered him the chance to surrender, and in that turn, before he could, the NPC jumps. And then so I'm already kind of down in fatigue, and I kill.
So lame.
Yeah, so I kill this NPC, who in his dying breath he tells me about his brother who's gonna come to kill me. Yeah.
Was his brother Master?
Yeah, his brother.
Was Master.
His brother was the vessel for the Saga villain.
God.
And I ended up having to fight that fight.
Yeah. Also, weren't you like super brokenly strong by the time Master came that you?
So no one else could fight him.
Right.
Because Brian kept adjusting to the strongest person.
Yeah. So he was like, I don't know if I can beat this guy, but he's so strong that you guys are gonna do nothing. So it's like,
yeah.
What do we do, Duke?
So that battle the final battle ended up being me, our other roommate Matt, who was Super Boo, and someone else against this guy named Rurik, this guy named Nova Shen, and Master.
But it's so weird hearing that those guys were on his side, yeah.
Honestly, it might have just been me and Matt. I want to say Matt was 2v1ing the goons while I fought the boss.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And believe it or not, I was actually losing the main battle, and Brian gave up.
Yeah, I was going to say...
'Cause I wasn't winning. This was the first time he was about to beat me.
Yeah.
He was finally going to get it over on me, and he gave up.
Damn.
I don't know why. Yeah, I still didn't have all the Dragon Balls, though, because Sairai had the last one.
It's fucked up. I can see now why... we're on a new site together.
Yeah.
I can see now why whenever we got the Dragon Balls and we won one battle,
yeah.
and we won them all, and we used them, you're like... I'm a little upset that this is the easiest it's ever been for me to use the Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually gotten to use them before?
One time, no, I got them sniped for me. The closest I've come without having to fight was one time on this site whose name I don't even remember. I was Future Gohan. I killed 3 people for them.
Damn.
It was a 1v3, kind of, because they were fighting. They were, like, partially damaged each other. But I jumped in.
And they were like, let's turn on this guy?
Yeah, and I fucking killed them.
Nice.
Because I remember I sat down my first week there and I just rode out until I was stronger than all of them.
You're a fucking lunatic. You did the same shit on this site.
Yeah.
Except for it took you 2 weeks.
Yeah, and...
fucking amateur.
What happened was I built my character badly. Like, I built my character so I could kill, like, multiple people at once, but I couldn't duel anybody. I only had, like, AoE stuff.
Nice.
So I get 1v1'd with me versus the second strongest guy for the balls. And my wish was Future Gohan, I was going to bring Trunks back.
Nice.
And he killed me.
What a dick.
Yeah, it wasn't even fucking close. He just decimated me. And,
yeah.
So on...
This website was my second attempt at collecting the Dragon Balls on a Dragon Ball site.
Yeah.
And my first successful one. My only other attempt was thwarted.
Yeah.
Rather unceremoniously by a broken one-shot combo that the admin was aware of, and the person who executed it knew he wasn't allowed to do it, though he was still allowed to remain the victor and spoil our Dragon Ball party time. And
that was like the beginning of the end, really.
Yeah, that was when that site started sort of sinking downhill, and then eventually closed again unceremoniously without a word.
I started to collect them on Rising Star.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't finish though because we ended up having to leave the planet for something, so I just abandoned them. I had to put the balls down because we had to go kill somebody.
Right. I feel like I remember that.
Yeah.
Because everything was like in the C box back in that day. Everybody was asking questions out in the open. Hey, are we allowed to take the Dragon Balls off planet? It's like, no. If you leave the planet, you've got to leave the balls. Like, okay.
And I remember.
But this is going on for a while. I mean. Yeah. We had talking points. We sort of got way off track talking about our old nerds. We'll have plenty of time. Let's put a pin in this. We'll have plenty of time to do this. We're gonna play Xenoverse 2. Probably as soon as we finish Adventure Time, Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. If we continue playing that game,
I'm down to it. It seems fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. You've been watching.
Yeah, but I
still got to figure out how to do that first dungeon and then hand it off to you, and we can do that. We have one last talking point. Do you still want to do it?
No, we'll do it next time.
We'll do it next time.
This is going to be something I want to research on and think about it.
Oh, all right. So
I want to show it to you too.
Next time we got to say something that we're not going to talk about next time. Next time we're going to teach you how to make excellent
pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. I was going to go for rice omelet, egg rice omelet, rice omelet. But pumpkin pie is better. Pumpkin pie is
not say dick. Next time on Smashbox.